We're live.
So we have to go save him. Akrilla dreams that she is fighting against, what was it, a Suicune?
Yes.
And Ajax's dream, that was the last one I watched, and I don't remember what it was. I'm so sorry. Shoot. I remember that it wasn't as, like, lore informative as either of ours.
Must be Wesley coaching.
Okay. And yes, Wesley's calling Ajax dad now. And, so Ryan's mom doesn't want him to leave the village. Ryan wants to go. We decide to help him out with the rite of passage because he wants to go out and see the world because he's our age and stuck, even though he is ill and the water will not last. So we decide to go get on a bunch of Tropius and we fly to the grotto where we have to do this challenge, and on the way there Akrilla has an absolutely stunning role and remembers everything that happened when we were time traveled, and is trying to tell us, and we think she's a little bit crazy, but it does match up with what Opal had remembered when she dipped her leg in the water in the pond one of those first nights. So we get to the grotto, and the challenge that we have to face is we have to battle a soul rock. So Ajax and Akrilla and Ryan are going up against the soul rock, and Ajax and me, Opal, are fighting against Lunatone. For Rian's freedom! Rah!
Freedom!
Ah!
Alright, let's get to that. Just a reminder that these big things that I made for you all have some basic rules if you need to freshen up on them, including initiative, type matchups, how they work. But for the most part, because we are doing initiative, the rulebook says that you roll your trainer's die. It's just your die. It's unassisted.
Which die is it?
Your trainer's die is your tactics die. Sorry.
Okay.
Assisted. Ooh.
Ooh, that's great. Do I get disadvantage for this?
I think this is just determining our turns.
It is. Sometimes in
Oh, geez.
sometimes in D&D, it has bad luck.
Oh.
So Lunaton's at 2 and Sorak is at 3.
What would I still roll? Oh no, I'm
The chess piece.
Your tactics die. So I keep saying trainers. So I'm reading it. It says trainer. Your trainer's tactics die.
And do I?
Yeah,
It's
no
unassisted.
Pokemon support. No support. No nothing.
Hopeless endeavor. So
Do I do like that?
Sublight is at a 4. Nice. Let's see. Ajax is at 3. Ajax is your trainer. Your tactics die. What size is it?
A D6.
D6. Okay, so Sorak does go before you. Even like Dex ties on initiative. And then finally we have Aquila and Opal. Aquila, you have a
D6 as well.
and then Opal gets a 1.
Feels bad, man.
I mean, your dude being a literal rock, it kind of makes sense that he's like the slowest to act.
He hasn't had a chance to polish yet, okay?
It's funny because each time you polish, you move up in initiative order. So,
Oh.
so it's possible that one of the rounds when we reset, you might be first, even if
I'm
you
not-
polish enough.
I'm
But
not using rock polish, it's fine.
Yeah. I doubt it. In any case, we do have a pretty epic fight going on, and it's almost thematic that Sableye is first. Sableye, I do need to set the table for you, Ryan. That the moment the fight started, you see your Mafra, your mother, put her hand to the sky and she screams, "Let the trial begin!" And you see the entire map get semi-dark like a night sky, and twinkling stars illuminate and start to rain down on the field. If you don't take extra care to avoid the falling stars, you'll sustain 1 damage at the end of each of your turns.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, remember, a lot of times when we fight, we just double our dice into attacks. But a move can help you manage environmental hazards. On this map, that's tree clustering. Should the enemies start using the trees to avoid you guys, could they levitate? That is the Crystal Lake, which you guys can try to dip inside of to heal if you want to get away from the battlefield, since that is going to be a far move action. And then there is also the Falling Stars, which is avoiding them because they're going to be crashing down, hurting you guys. Which is summoned by the Lunatune and Soul Rock's powers in this place. So, with that said, I know it's your first official battle, Rampage the player. So if you have any questions, concerns, I can help walk you through things. What do you want?
How was the first? First, use my attack. Foul play.
Okay. Now you get to decide whether you're going to be going all in with the trainer and the Pokemon. So you'll be rolling your die for your Pokemon's battle action, and then your move action is going to be assisting him. If you do that, you will guarantee take a wound at the end of your turn, but you also double your chances to hit your opponent.
I'll say, you use fatal foul play, but also watch out for the following hazard to avoid the.
To avoid the falling hazard, you can do research or tactics. So we'll start there just to see if the stars hit you as you run up. That is going to be on your sheet for your command, your move command. Which are the hearts on the left side and stuff like that. You can click on them.
Okay, with the 8. I'm doing research, by the way, for my. And.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see your research. 3, okay. Right.
How do I turn off Pokemon support for Cure?
You just have to every time. It's a little annoying, but a lot of times you'll have this support. In any case, a 3 is exactly what you need to avoid the stars. So in the fiction, you're running up, right, about to do your foul play. The stars are coming crashing down. When you get closer to them, there are less stars, and they're more like tiny little beams of light and darkness from Solrock and Lunatone, respectively. So you'll be able to when you get comfortable, you can describe in detail how you dodge and weave like some of the other players might. Because it's really up to you to decide how you succeed. I'm just like, it's your first fight, so I'm a little in there a little more than I usually am. As Sableye would just jump out of the way, slide, and jump over stars. Go ahead and make your attack against Solrock now. You're going to be just you alone. You're picking alone.
I would command Sableye to use foul play, but watch out for stars. That Sableye does that. Goes up to Solrock. He keeps an eye on the falling stars and dodges them, and then he jumps up and uses foul play on the Solrock. Like, kind of like pounces towards him. Use why is it as you use foul play?
Get that foul play.
There are no D8.
Your foul play is just a D6 by itself.
Alright.
If it's a type advantage, it's more though. Let me look up the type.
I think Dark is against super effective against
Yeah, he's rock
Psychic.
psychic, so it'll be
Plus
super
2
effective.
then. So it's +2 of its super effective move. All right, let's see what you got.
6.
Yeah, so it's a D6 plus 2. Yep. You can do it. You can do it.
Go.
Okay, excellent.
Alright.
So if you double-click Sableye on the map, it opens your character sheet. And then on the character sheet, you should be able to just click on the Pokeball next to foul play, put a +2 in the bonus, hit submit, no wild die, and it'll do like this for you, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the Pokeball triggers it and they'll ask you stuff like, do you have a bonus and all that stuff. But anyways, you are going to hit. If you don't know, typically 4 hits, but that's not true. That's for most wild creatures and stuff, as creatures can raise their toughness. Solrock has a toughness of 5, so you literally get exactly what you need. So walk me through your assault on Solrock and your successful hit on him.
As I said, Sableye pounces towards Solrock, uses foul play, and hits him right in his rock face with it. And he then comes down and runs back over after his attack. Wait for the next man.
Okay, excellent. As you smash into the Solrock, it stumbles back a few, and Mothra just screams, "Don't falter! Lean into your levitate!" And you see it rise up a little bit more. That's your turn. Well done so far.
Alright.
All right, Pincer. Oh, Pincer, you actually lose initiative to Solrock. So I'll put Solrock up first. Oh wait, no, Solrock already won. No, it didn't win. Okay, so Solrock is next because it beat you in the initiative order. When I reordered it, for some reason, it put you higher. So Solrock is going to immediately respond to Saberline. As you slam into it, you see Mothra yell, "If you really think you're strong enough to leave this village, if you truly believe it, Ryan, then you must pass this test. But I will not hold back. I will hit you with everything I've got, my boy. You understand me?"
I understand. I'm not. I was hoping for that. Bring it.
She closes her eyes and she screams to her Pokemon, Solrock. "Solrock, give him everything you've got." And she tells it to absorb the sun, and it starts to absorb light into its body, and it is beginning a solar beam. If this solar beam hits you, it is going to hurt. It's a 2-turn attack, but should it be successful, it is going to hurt really bad. And it's going to, so you're only going to take 1 damage still, but what will happen here, since it commits 2 turns to this feature, is if it hits you, you're also going to take a permanent penalty to your dice until you do something that's going to shake the penalty off. As you see it, as it's kind of like symbolizing your creature getting wounded by a strong attack. The light begins to build into its body, and then its move action is it's going to fly up into the tree cluster, which means that when we get to Ophelia's turn, she's going to need to pursue it in the trees with one of her actions at the very least, that is now hiding in the tree cluster of the arena. Now, whether it's successful or not, we're going to see. She has to roll a d6 to hide properly in the cluster. She needs to get a 3 or higher on the arena hazard. She is successfully getting into the tree cluster with Levitate. Pincer, you're up.
Pincer. Ajax would tell Pincer to use X Scissor on and to grab it and use it as a shield against the falling stars.
Okay.
It's a bonus to, because it's a bug. For Ajax, the wild die, would that be tactics?
If you want to, but if you want to avoid the arena hazard, it wouldn't be it wouldn't help your attack. It'll just be advantageous if your attack succeeds.
Because the goal is for basically Pincer to use Lunatone as a umbrella against them.
So pretty much what it's going to do is it's going to give you advantage on your tactics if you hit. But since you're getting already the advantage of double dice on an attack, you wouldn't be able to circumvent the hazard too. The hazard is kind of like it forces you to give up some type of advantage. So, but if you successfully hit it, I'll give you advantage on using it as a shield.
Assistance from Ajax for a 9.
See, now you easily connect onto it, and because of your tactical mindset, now you can do a tactics roll, and you're going to be able to roll twice and take the better result. In addition, so you're doing damage, you're also trying to avoid the falling stars. Choose noise.
So with the advantage, it's a 5.
With the advantage, you're able to lift it up, and the stars doesn't seem to hurt the Lunatone, but more importantly, it prevents Pincer from getting hurt as the starlight just kind of folds into the Lunatone's body. And Pincer just kind of looks back to you for approval.
Good job, Pincer. Keep it up.
Oh my, the Sir and the Dude are actually in the same fight. I just realized that.
Dude.
Yes.
Okay, that's a pretty great turn so far. And a reminder to the players that everyone has one mastery, so everyone has one free reroll tonight. and then Wardbreaker has 2. Ophelia, what are you gonna do? Your enemy is successfully hidden in the tree.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to have Ophelia brace for an attack and use Defense Curl to up her defenses.
Oh, nice.
And kind of get a little bit more buffed for the oncoming attack.
Okay.
And
So you want one of her moves to avoid the falling stars, and then the other one to defense curl?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll do Defense Curl first. Or does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you're playing defensively, so it doesn't matter. So go ahead and roll your defense curl. If you succeed, then you're going to up your toughness temporarily.
Yikes.
Whoa. So in Pokeymanz, you know how Ward asked earlier, like sometimes when you do really bad, more bad stuff happens.
Yeah.
So in combat, when you get snake eyes, there's a complication. So we're gonna just immediately translate that into your focus of dodging. So you're gonna have a disadvantage on your move to avoid the falling star,
Or I can reroll that.
or which I highly recommend.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
don't-
think I might reroll that.
Yeah.
We'll immediately use the mastery and reroll that. If I get snake eyes again, I swear to God. Okay, we're not getting snake eyes.
So a 2 means the defense curl doesn't go off. Well, no. So yeah, so 2 means the defense curl doesn't go off, but you don't get any major hindrance like you were about to get.
Okay, good. we'll take little wins. And
Give me a
then
move to avoid it. You can give me either your tactics or your research to avoid the falling star.
okay. The
No.
dice hate me today.
It's okay. It's the first round, but you do get pelted by the blazing stars for 1 damage.
There's just too many of them, and she can't focus. This is
Yeah,
her
that's
first
right.
fight.
At least you'll have Soul Beat come at you in one time.
Well, I could
So
hit either of
good.
us.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was focusing me.
I mean, until it pulls the trigger, its intent is you.
Oh,
but
okay.
if you were to hide, it'd just shoot Ophelia instead.
Yep.
Did you really just say look on the bright side while fighting Soul Rock?
My God.
I
Ophelia.
didn't- That was not intended, but yes.
Ophelia. Ophelia takes 1 wound. But more importantly, Ophelia, when you first got Ophelia, she was in a ball that was disrespectfully etched into it weak. Ophelia starts to have so in the game there's something called hindrances and drawbacks. Ophelia naturally has a very kind of timid, kind of frightful nature to herself. She's starting to have a little bit of a panic attack that you're going to abandon her after this fight. Because she already, in her first bout, she failed to defense curl, she failed to dodge. So I need a heart roll from you. This is a freebie because I know you're out of movement, but you need to send some encouragement her way as she is starting to panic.
Heart.
Oh, come on, heart, come
Come
on.
on, we got
Yes.
something.
Yes, that's enough.
Hey.
Walk me through. She's looking at you. She's starting to panic. She's thinking about running away.
Oh. I'm going to tell her, Ophelia, look at me. You are not what your previous trainer thought you are. You are able to do this. I know you're nervous. I know you think that I'll leave you, but I will never leave you, and you can pull through this. We've got this.
She's breathing heavy. She looks at you and she starts to stabilize. Meanwhile, we're going to get a flashback to the village. Wesley's walking around and he sees a Sentrid. I'm going to catch you. And he tosses the Pokeball at the Sentrid in the village. And it was a pretty easy catch. And he's like, man, this must be a weak Pokemon. And he puts it in his pocket and walks off. Ophelia did try to do a move and an ability, but it is your turn for now, Liz.
Quick.
Bring us to Lunatoon's turn. Lunatoon is currently being held up by Pinsir. and you see that it's star energy. It's a little bit of a trick it knows, as it is going to attempt to lay down. Do I do a sight or on? I'm thinking about using the advantageous back to shoot Geodude before he punches him in the stomach.
Okay.
I got 4 moves.
Do it.
Do it. I'm going to use Psychic on Geodude.
Okay.
You see Mothra just yell, "Before Geodude gets on top of you, use Psychic to throw it back." Spencer's just holding up in the sky. It is going to attempt to hit you. She will throw in her... I mean, she could move to try to get out of Pincer's hold, because he's free until the circumstance changes. No, she'll stay put for now. She'll use her tactics, and we'll see how it plays out. Wait, why did tactics say 0? Hold on. She should be rolling her D8 tactics on there. Okay, so it'd be a 4, so it would be enough to hit you. Wait, does Rock resist? Because then it'll be a negative on the roll. Psychic?
Does Rock... No.
Okay, so you are going to take 1 wound as she lifts your body up psychically and throws you into a tree, crashing you against the tree.
Oh, dude.
Dude. Speaking of dude is up.
Hell yeah, dude, let's go. So we take 1 wound already. Cool. Okay, dude. We are going to go ahead because Lunatone is also a rock type, and Geodude is going to go ahead and use his hidden power grass. And as the green orbs levitate, they go faster and faster, and he lifts his hands and they shoot towards Lunatone like ribbons or blades of grass. So that should be a 1d6 plus 2 because grass against rock.
Dude, hidden power grass is so good on Geodude.
No kidding.
Okay. Are you going all in with your trainer die, or are you going to be precaution for the falling stars?
I'm gonna go ahead and do caution because he's already taken a wound.
Okay. All right, so give us your die. You won't be adding any wild die or anything to it. But it is a d6 plus 2, you said, right?
Yep. Dear
Magic
God.
number is 5, a meaty 5.
Oh!
Nice.
Damn, yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, describe that to me. So Pinter's holding him like a freaking shield. Maybe makes it easier for your shot. Describe how that looks.
It's kind of like it's a flurry. And the only thing I can think of is a flurry of bats, but that's not it. It is a flurry of blades of grass. As many orbs as Geodude can summon, just like I said, they spun faster and faster until they were going so fast they looked solid. And I'm going to say a good 8 ribbons shoot towards this moon and slice it like paper cuts.
Excellent. As he gets hurt, Pinter kind of slides back a little bit. Sir, dude. And now give me your tactics or research to avoid the falling stars with your command.
And that's on mine, not dudes.
Yeah, that's your command of him to help him.
Okay, tactics and research are the same, so...
You need a 3 on this environmental effect, a 3.
I'll just try research because I haven't rolled that in a while. No Pokemon support. Shit.
Stars begin to just smash into Geodude's body. You have 1 health left.
Okay.
Be mindful of your sturdy feature. If you remember how that works, right? If it comes to it.
I don't have sturdy on my sheet.
Your
My ability was
ability.
Rockhead. My ability is Rockhead. Does not receive recoil damage.
Oh, you have Rockhead. Okay.
Uh-oh.
We gotta get you some recoil moves then.
For sure.
Well,
We've got the Crystal Lake that can heal us, right?
Yeah, you guys could commit a turn to getting down to the Crystal Lake for a potential heal.
Okay.
Does evolution bump my health back up?
Evolution would bump your health back up.
Okay, I'll wait one more round, and if he's still up, when it gets to be my turn again, I will attempt to evolve him.
Okay, that'd be pretty awesome.
Mhm.
Our first evolution in battle.
Yeah.
Does he
Okay.
get to keep his hidden power?
Yeah. You don't lose your move when you evolve.
Okay, cool.
All right, so that's Geodude for now. Sableye, back to you. You see, Solrock again is in the trees. So until you find it, Solrock, you wouldn't be able to double into it. You guys get used to that when you fight bosses. In random fights, it's easy to double into stuff. It's like the game where you just spam a button and random encounters, but when you fight a gym leader or an Elite Four, you got to really think. This is essentially what you can expect in a gym challenge. So Sableye, what are you going to do? You've got the falling star that you want to commit your move to. You've got to find them in order to target them, the tree cluster. And you've got a solar beam being charged. A lot of moving pieces down below.
What happened to my stat?
There you go.
Screen sheet all everything on one screen sheet just disappeared. Everything.
Oh.
Like my all my stats, everything just erased.
Just sometimes that happens on Roll20. Just refresh and see what happens.
Refresh the whole page.
Yeah. Just refresh the entire page. Yeah.
Okay. So I was about to roll something, but don't modifiers.
Technology is our friend until it's our enemy.
Facts.
Yeah. Yes, all my stats are going. I mean, they're like on name next to my stuff. My research trackers, everything's gone.
Okay. So on the left, so you don't see anything on the left side of Ryan's sheet.
And yeah, I don't see they're all zero. I don't see the dice, but I don't see.
That's okay. If you see a zero are like bonuses. As long as you see a D8, D6, it's still operation.
Okay, cool. I just don't remember what my dashboard.
Okay. But if you do see the D8, D6, all that stuff, it means it still works. What is your idea?
I was gonna try to use my trainer out. Oh, I think. Wait, research or tactic?
You can do research or your tactics to figure out where the enemy is and stuff.
Okay, I'll do just.
Okay, good. Let's see your roll. Oh, not bad.
Damn. Press
Oh,
rise.
yeah. Okay.
And your goal was to find them or avoid the stars?
Find Solrock.
Okay, yeah, so Sableye would search and would find Solrock hidden behind a cluster. The best part about finding Solrock in this stealth battle is you automatically find them for Ophelia as well, since you know where they are.
Now,
Oh, hell yeah.
now I know I gave you my all of the Seawise action. Can I still use Seawise action to go to attack them, or can I play on the cautious side and tell Seawise to avoid the incoming attack from like Star or
You
the
can.
Solar
You could transfer your battle action to a second move action and avoid the falling stars and brace yourself for the solar beam.
And against all tactics.
Yeah, that'd be tactics, your command of the situation.
Okay. I'll tell Seawise to avoid any incoming attacks that includes the falling star or in the incoming solar beams. Since I don't have the time to go reach Solrock.
Sure, okay. Let's see if you succeed with your die.
Alright. Give me something good. Oh fuck. Or
Long
Where's
dice.
Ian?
Rooting for you, Ryan. I know this is big for your character. Come on, come on. Oh,
Oh
I mean, you got a
no.
mastery. You got what? Your one mastery you haven't used. You're about to face a
Definitely
story or
using it.
solar beam. Okay,
Definitely
go ahead.
using it.
Okay, so a 3 avoids the falling stars.
Okay.
It won't help you with the solar beam, but don't worry. I have to roll an attack. I could just naturally miss you with the solar beam.
Okay.
But it does. You're able to avoid the stars and not take any damage yet.
Okay. Thank. Okay then.
Oh snap! One thing to know is you had keen eye, so on your first roll to find him, you would have had a +2 on your keen eye. So abilities do what they say, and they do what makes sense. Since you're good at finding things because you have keen eyes, it's easier for you to find Soul Rock. Which reminds me of Ophelia's ability, Run Away. Ophelia should be able to have an edge in dodging the environmental effects because she's used to running around fast.
Okay.
So it's something to consider. Anyways, that is Solrock's turn for now. Not Solrock, it's Sigmar's turn for now. Solrock is ready to release his beam, and he looks right at Sableye, and you see him charge up the light, and some of the stars get absorbed. And Solrock releases as powerful as it can its solar beam attack with Mothra's command, as she really wants you to lose. Give him everything, Solrock! Keep him in our village! And she goes extreme here. Forever!
Forever, Jesus.
The tactics doesn't work here for some reason, so I'll just have to roll it regular. Oh, it's gonna hit anyways, but I do need to roll her die because she could crit. She doesn't, okay. So the solar beam slams into Sableye's belly and hits you for 1 damage. But more importantly, you're going to have a -1 on all your rolls until you commit a heart to get Sableye back into the fight, motivating him. So until you do a heart roll, you've got a -1 on all of your rolls.
All right.
So that's Soul Rock as he blasts you for Solar Beam. You fall out of the tree. This is just the fiction, no additional damage. And you kind of land on the ground next to Ophelia, back to back to back. Okay, Pincer, you are up against Lunatone. You still have Lunatone ahead of you for now, so you're avoiding the falling stars. What are you going to do?
Yeah, Pincer would try to re-get his grip on Lunastone. And if possible, try to move into the tree clusters to get further out of the falling stars.
Do a move check, and with the shield and the tree cluster, if you're successful, then you'll just be safe from the stars until Lunatone breaks free. If you get into the tree cluster.
Okay, so I do the move thing first.
Yeah, just so we know if you're gonna be safe or not, you know.
With advantage or no advantage?
Oh, you have them on top of your head. We'll give you advantage.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Ooh. You
Wow.
took in there really good. What I'm gonna say is that, and you can veto this because you're able to kind of add into a crit, right? Though this isn't an offensive crit, so it's more like a support. I would allow you to give Geodude advantage if you just straight up use him as a shield and make it easier for Geodude to hit.
Okay, I'll do that.
Or if you have a different idea for a support maneuver here, you can.
Let's see. Pincer has him in the pincers.
Tease you, Fearless, because another thing you could do is when you do a support crit, you could temporarily remove an environmental effect for you. You could not have to worry about falling stars for 2 rounds.
Ooh.
So 2 rounds of falling stars, or Geodude gets advantage on everything he does next turn. So 50-50, your call.
I'll give Geodude advantage when it does next turn.
And do consider there's always that third element where you just summon something that's really creative, and I'm like, I like it, let's do it.
I can't think of anything right now.
No, you're good. These
Well, the
sound
only
good.
thing that I can think of would be for Pincer to grab Geodude by the head, the body, the things that aren't his arms.
The armpit?
The
armpit? Oh.
So he has full use of his arms,
Ah.
and just kind of try to wedge Geodude closer to him, so he's also under the
The
Luna
cluster?
Stone.
But
Okay.
like I was thrown into a tree. Am I not under like half cover or something?
Yeah, there's no cover until you commit to it, unfortunately,
Okay.
unless there's an arena hazard that benefits you. But the tree cluster is like the up part of the tree, not the bottom. But we
Gotcha,
can say
okay.
Pincer scoops you up on the way, and if you're more satisfied with this, she won't get an advantage, but you could automatically pass her next falling stars check, so she doesn't have to waste time on that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So you grab him, you jump into the tree cluster. So now you're both in the tree cluster. And Geodude, you're gonna be safe from the falling stars in your turn, which is great.
Yes.
So you can focus on beating them up and stuff.
Yep. And then I roll the
Yeah. Go ahead
pincing
and
of
attack him.
X scissor. 4.
And does that count for the type advantage or no?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. You're not going to hurt it this turn, but you still set up Geodude. It's 2v1, so you do set up your ally. Because they have a 5 toughness on Lunatone.
Okay.
Alright, but that's a pretty decent turn. Pincer jumps in the tree. Pincer scoops up dude. And they both jump into the tree, and then Lunatone just goes, tone. Ophelia.
Okay, I will kind of tell Ophelia some more encouragement that she's more than capable of doing this. Let's go all out and get an attack in. I'm gonna have her, kind of use her hidden power defensively and offensively, to where, can we have it to where when the orbs all summon as she's going in to attack the Soul Rock, if the falling stars are to come down to hit her, it'll divert and hit the falling star away, and then get in close, and if there's any left, to do an attack on Lunatone, and then use her ability Run Away to possibly help Sableye as well, and both of them get into the trees. Can we do that?
Yeah, it's a lot. So how it worked mechanically is, you could do a double action. Normally you can't do a battle action twice to hurt an opponent, because that'd be strong.
Mm-hmm.
But you could use your battle action to do a hidden power against the falling stars,
Okay.
and then another hidden power against the Soul Rock.
Okay. Let's do that. And it would be +2 on Soul Rock, but not the falling
It'll be a
stars.
+2 on both, because on the
okay.
falling stars you're so agile that you're going to get the +2 from Runaway anyways.
Okay.
So we got +2 on the defense and on the offense.
Heck
Just
yeah.
which are you doing first? Are you offense or defense first?
Let's do defensive first, since we'll be kind of running up, and that they would be defensive first.
Okay. So barring the Snake Eyes, you should be able to guarantee this with the falling stars.
Alright.
Okay. You're able to blast away all the falling stars and protect yourself as you run up towards Soul Rock, and now give me your offensive hidden power.
And ooh.
Hey.
You go, girl.
Okay, you shoot your rocks towards Soul Rock, but you see Soul Rock releases the residual energy of its solar beam and disperses the hidden power. Because that is the left result, because you did a defensive move, so you don't have the wild die.
Okay.
Now you couldn't. No. Did you already mastery?
I already did the mastery because I got Snake Eyes.
Okay. But I will consolation to D4 with you getting Sableye where he needs to be in the fight.
Beautiful.
So the two of you are kind of surrounding Solrock. Solrock's in the middle, you're in front, Sableye's behind it.
Okay.
Lunatone is up. Lunatone is still being held. I think to break Pinsir's advantage is going to attempt to release its body. And we'll make this a contested roll. You can use your Pinsir's grip one, your X scissor. It won't hurt it, but it'll set the DC for her command to get released.
Okay. Should I do the bonus or no bonus?
You still have the advantage, so we're gonna give you that bonus. And she just got a raw D8 to try to get out of it.
Okay, so but still only one dice, right? I'm not rolling my tactics, right?
Yeah, it's just scissor holding on as best he can.
Yep.
Or fucking scissor, pincer. Okay, I cannot. Well, actually, if I roll an 8, it could explode. So I will roll an 8 still, but it is very unlikely. No. So she wastes her move, unable to escape. And in her frustration, she'll release one of her attacks. Let's see here. So, spoiler alert, the Lunatone, the lunar thing, is going to try to moonblast Pinsir.
What type of move is that?
Fairy.
Uh,
I think moonblast is fairy. Let me double check.
Yeah, it is.
Is it fairy? Okay, thank you.
okay, it's flat against my bug type.
It's going to attempt to launch. It's going to collect energy and just explode. If you don't know, it's not like a self-destruct, but it builds up energy in its body and releases it to attempt to wash away Pinsir. It's not going to have 2 dice though, because it tried to escape. So it's just going to be its flat roll by itself. Oh my god, it crit you.
Oh.
All right, what does Moonbeam do?
Shit.
All right, we are going to look at the critical hit chart. So the one thing it can do, it could proc any of your special attacks, or it could do an extra wound if it more than doubled your toughness, which it did. You're not a special attacker, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to go with the more than double toughness, double wound on Lunatone. So it is going to hit you for 2 nasty wounds. And it just explodes. Maybe because you had it so close, it was like a point blank Kamehameha to the face.
Yeah.
But that definitely switches the. Anyways, Geodude gets in here, and Geodude, Pinsir needs your help. How does Pinsir look? How is your command? Are you starting to falter when you see that Pinsir's really hurt? What's going on with Ajax and Pinsir's relation?
You can see Ajax kind of holding one of those donuts that the old lady gave him.
Okay, so he's ready to feed his brother.
Yeah,
Okay,
but at the same time, he has this look of like he knows Pinsir is trying his best out there.
Okay, so just being very supportive right now.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Speaking of that, you still have him in the grip, which in the fiction we're going to say that's why he point blanked you, even though obviously I didn't really have any drawbacks holding him. So as you watch this, Opal, Geodude needs to take action. What are you going to do?
I think Opal freaks out a little bit seeing the Moonblast used, and seeing the Pokemon that is doing support right now is really losing it, and she hates that. And she's going to call out to Geodude, "Come on, you can do it! You can do it! We have to do this!" And she is going to attempt to evolve Geodude.
Okay. So that's going to cost you 2 masteries. You still have 2 masteries, right?
I've not used any masteries this session.
Excellent. So Geodude looks at you, and he's going to lose a legendary dude, but he just goes, "Dude!" And golden or silverish, I think it's white light actually. White light or silverish light?
Looks white to me. I don't know.
It looks kind of white. So whitish, even though silver sounds cooler.
It's
So
just
whitish, silverish.
This is our story.
Silver's good.
And we have a motherfucking Graveler. coming out this bitch.
Yeah.
This is how he looks as he formed. Boom.
Ooh.
Graveler.
More arms.
That's until Liz tops this because Liz is a fucking beast.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and what's Graveler's Dex in 375? I'm assigning you a Graveler. So you can still use Geodude's sheet, but what's going to happen is you're going to go back to full health.
Okay.
One of the perks of evolving in the fight. You can only evolve so many times though. And then you can get a random die step upgrade on one of your moves. That could be hidden power if you want to make it even more efficient in this fight.
I would
Or
like
could be
to
anything
do that. I would like to go ahead and make my hidden power a D8.
Monster.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Geodude's sheet for now, but now you're a Graveler.
Gotcha.
And then we'll switch it out later.
Gotcha. Get him, Graveler! And, so I think the hidden power is gonna change a little bit. I think the, so are those extra arms or are those actually legs?
They're tiny arms.
Yeah, both of them.
But like
He does have legs. He's got really teeny tiny stubby legs, but they are small arms. Like right underneath, almost like where his belly is.
Okay, so there are two sets of arms.
There are
and then
two sets of arms.
legs.
Yep.
He's an insect. I love it. Okay. Okay. Well.
Look up him by the way in chat. There you go.
So. Oh, buddy. Oh, I love him. Okay. Graveler is going to take control of his hidden power in a slightly different way. Whereas before, the green orbs that were kind of levitating and doing their thing, and they would follow the arm movements, you know, rather than being controlled. But this dude has 4 arms. He is straight up juggling those green orbs as fast as he freaking can. And he's just going faster and faster and faster, and then all 4 of the arms shoot 8 green orbs at the Lunatone.
So remember, you're safe from falling stars, so you can use your die and its die and just go all in.
Okay. So my tactics plus its
I mean,
attack.
if you want for this turn, the turn you evolve, you can use Heart, as you're just kind of like in sync with your Pokemon right now.
Okay. And it's also +2 because
Perfected.
And Heart.
Perfecto. Come on, counter crit, counter crit, counter crit. Okay, it's a 7, so it's still going to hit and do a nice fat damage. So Graveler tosses. You said he was juggling them, right?
He was juggling them, and then when he throws them, there are 2 orbs in each hand that are released.
Okay. See, Pinsir is like shocked of your evolution, but while he's holding him, the orbs come in flying, and like you're doing Kai Blast like DBZ, Lunatone just gets rocked right in the face. And it's still alive, but now the fight has swung yet again. It went from you guys winning to Lunatone winning back to you guys winning. Excellent.
Good.
Woo!
Good job, Graveler!
Graveler. And that is his turn for now, Z's.
Goodbye
And
to
the stars would come down, and Sir, being Sir, would just deflect them again. Awesome. Sableye and Ophelia, your fight is still very tough. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, first I'll use our hot roll to go Sableye, so get that negative boost off of me.
Okay, that's it. Just gotta get a 3 to remove the negative.
6. And I think I had put 2 in heart to add +2 to that.
Will be in this case it'd be a +1 only because you still have a -1 on all your rolls until you remove it.
Okay. 1.
Like the Sableye is Scourge even while you're talking to it. But still, a 6 + 1 should get you a 3 at least. Oh, I shouldn't have said that aloud.
Uh-oh. He still has a mastery though, right? We haven't...
Oh, I used it. Remember?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Okay, you still got that -1. Now you can either try to repeat this to remove it, or just take your chances and attack Soul Rock.
I'll just take my chance to attack Soul Rock. I do have the type advantage on my...
Yeah.
And you're safe from falling stars.
Oh yeah, Ophelia
True.
protected you from falling stars for a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Let me go back to my journal, because I'm sure that wouldn't happen. Liz, we can get a fucking session.
We got this.
Alright.
Come on.
Alright, I'll be hitting him with... So I'll do it... 2... And... Oh, that's how I do the bone. I'm trying to do for the character sheet. That's what I'm...
Yeah. So you use Sableye sheet. You just click on the Pokeball.
Yeah,
symbol.
that's what I'm doing. +2. Since it's a ghost type move. If I'll die, that'll be tactic.
Yeah. So you don't have a wild die this turn.
What we said then.
Yeah, so you just put nothing on it or whatever it says. Because remember, you use a heart run. So you only get 2 things you do: a battle and a move, and you use a heart to get him to try to break free from the sadness.
So what do I put? So just leave the bonus blank as well, and put the...
Yeah, so he's by himself. He's got his D6 +2 -1, so a D6 +1.
I'll just do that. That'll be easiest.
Yeah. So you gotta believe, Sableye. Come on, Sableye. You can still get a crit. Still get a 5 or a 6.
Come on, zombie boy, let's go.
Zombie boy, oh my god.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, it's not a critical fail.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not a critical fail.
I'm happy. Yeah, trust me, I'm happy.
You go to
I use Shadow Claw.
Yeah, you go to foul play this mofo, and he just.
Yeah, I was
spins
using
and
Shadow
does it.
Claw.
They can only do 1 attack a turn.
No, that's what Cycle's doing. That
So
Shadow
this
Claw is also a D6.
Oh, I thought you just foul play. What was this roll for? That was foul play.
This is a Shadow Claw.
Oh, you were shadow balling him initially. Okay, I should have said.
No, Shadow Claw, not ball.
Oh, shadow claw. Sorry, I keep saying freaking ball.
You're good.
No worries. Yeah, I was using Shadow Claw because I was trying to hope for a crit, since it critical hits land more easily with attack, and it's a ghost move.
So normally you would need to get a 10 or higher. Since it lands more easier, it would have happened on a 9. So you still need to explode your die. Which you explode your die whenever you roll max. So if you roll a 6, you roll another die, you can get another 6, it can explode again.
Okay.
It's also true,
Alright.
if you double in, your trainer die can explode. So there's a lot of ways to do it, but it's it's a little complex, but it's still simple. But yeah,
Okay.
Sableye is going to get repelled by Soul Rock.
Alright then. Now for next time.
Yeah, there's always next time. All right. Soul Rock, remember, you're not in this fight alone. You've got Ophelia. Together, you'll pull it off. Soul Rock
I know, I feel
begins.
believe.
Soul Rock begins charging up another Solar Beam. It's a 2-turn thing. He's pointing at Ophelia. He's pointing at Sableye. He just keeps turning and turning. He's already in the tree cluster, so he's going to stay in the tree cluster. She's going to just reserve both her dice to focus on her Solar Beam when it's ready. Pincer, you're back in the action. All right, Fearless. What are you gonna do with Pincer against the Lunatone? Do you light up? I didn't hear you.
No, I just went thinking.
Okay, got
Just
you.
thinking.
And I still gotta worry about the falling star thing, right?
Only because you didn't opt for the immunity, yeah. Hey, but you know, you gave an opening to Graveler, and Graveler hit the shit out of Lunatone just now.
I think Prince is gonna keep doing what he's doing right now.
No.
As Ajax just kind of keeps showing Pincer that he trusts him. Let's do the move thing first to make sure Pincer doesn't go down. No advantage, right? Since he's not holding. Or no, he's still holding on to him, right?
Yeah, you still have advantage. You're still holding on to it. I failed to break free. Okay.
Perfect.
Give yourself immunity to future falling stars. Set Graveler up. Insert your third option.
Go ahead and give yourself immunity. Graveler will be good for a round. Go ahead and take care of yourself.
Yeah, I'll take the immunity for now.
All right. Now remember, I'm giving you 2 turns of immunity, which means next turn you'll just be able to focus on full offense. All right. Now you have your second action. You're gonna attack.
Yeah, gonna refirm up that grip.
Give him that good grip. That was scary. You almost got knocked out potentially. Okay, exactly what you need is a 5. And you bring him down to 1 health left.
Ooh. There's a
1
killing it.
health on the Lunatone. Well done, Fearless. To grab and close out, we're gonna find the fuck out.
Growler's got this.
Okay, good turn, good turn. Pincer just is trying to prove to you he's strong. He's not like the same as Ophelia. Ophelia was literally abandoned. She has a pretty bad backstory. But Pincer just wants you to know that even though Chimchar's your boy, he's also your sir. All right. Speaking of Ophelia, she's more determined than ever. You can give me a free heart as you try to overcome her backstory, her feelings, to give her a bonus on her roll. If you fail, there won't be any negatives. There's a chance you can motivate her.
Amazing. I love it.
Okay. All right. So any move you do this turn, you're going to have advantage on one of the 2 things. That's either your advantage on you focusing on dodging, advantage on focusing on going all in. It's up to you.
Well, we're still under the trees, so we're still good from falling stars, right?
So the falling stars could still hit you in the tree. They're just less likely to hit you.
Okay, perfect. I will tell Ophelia, because she did amazing last round. I'll say, see, I knew you had it in you, Ophelia. You got this. No matter what they said about you in your past, you will overcome that, and you are amazing. And I'll tell her to focus up a hidden power and give it all you've got and try to focus right on that Soul Rock's right eye to kind of disorient it a little bit and maybe help us out on the solar beam being less likely to hit, or I don't know. But maybe give us a little bit of an edge.
Yeah, especially if you crit, you can dictate the opponent's disadvantages too.
Right. Ophelia, let's get it.
And you guys work together for both your actions?
Because we're going all in.
Okay. So the 6 did hit max and doubled it into a 2. It's not a crit because it's not 5 more than Solrock's toughness, but it is a guaranteed hit, which is nice.
Awesome.
All right, you're going to burn it down some. But I will say that I will make it, since part of your double in was to try to throw off its beam, I'll say that whoever it shoots with its beam, it'll have a -1.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yay. Good job, Ophelia.
Yep, baby.
All right, you do have runaway, which is going to give you a chance to dodge the falling stars because it is unlikely, but it will still could potentially hit you. Remember, the only way it hits you is with snake eyes.
Oh, what do I need to roll?
You can do a tactics or research because this is your command.
Okay. Sheet. Research it up. Come on, baby.
It's not snake eyes, so you're safe.
Yay.
Lunatone is up, and it has to contend with freaking Big Balls Graveler and freaking ultra strong Pincer X Scissor. Lunatone, he's getting the workaround. So Lunatone is going to, let's see what I have on my sheet here. Got Moonblast, got Future Sight. It's not that great against you guys. And Mothra is the skill trainer. All right, we're just gonna continue with the. Oh, we might knock Pincer out if this hits. We're gonna continue with the Moonblast. We're gonna do an all-out offense so that maybe Graveler sweeps the wind, but it's going to attempt to take Pincer out as she levels up her blast. He's on the ropes. Finish him, Lunatone. Lunatone is gonna do the Moonblast and try to finish Pincer in this double battle. It's going to miss, but if her tactics D8 hits, then she will get the knockouts. They're both committing to this. I think that's exactly it. Okay, Ajax, you see the Moonbeam. Prince is holding on as tight as ever. He's looking at you and he gives you a thumbs up. He's hoping that you understand he's giving Graveler an opportunity, but he knows he's not going to be able to take another point-blank Moonblast. Do you say anything to him in his final moments before he goes back to reassure him that you're happy, or do you just kind of like silent return?
Agent just kind of looks at him and he just goes, "You've done good, Pincer. You've done good. You've done the best you could." And he'll just call him back.
And goosh, just like that, you return him into your Pokeball. I'm sure you look over to Opal, and I know we've been focusing on our Pokemon, but you and Opal could talk. Do you guys have a moment with each other, like you got this, or anything else?
I think Opal's just kind of looking at you, and she's not like about to cry or anything, but she is looking really sad, and just tell him I said thank you when you
It's
get him
fine.
healed.
Will do. I'm sure he'll appreciate those words.
And as you kind of focus on the battle, Lunatone is freed from the grip naturally, obviously. So he's flying around again. But I committed both my dies, which means I cannot try to avoid you by levitating away from you. I cannot get to the lake to try to hopefully recover. So Lunatone is just sitting there at the mercy of Graveler. You have an opening right now. You might as well go all in.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use that hidden power grass like one more time. I think Graveler grumbles as he sees Pincer get pulled back. I don't think Graveler likes seeing, other Mons in pain any more than he likes seeing Opal in pain. So I think he rumbles really loudly as he winds up his attack again. Do I put my heart with that, or is it tactics and tactics slash
So heart is
research?
not usually appropriate in a fight unless it's a save, but I think seeing Pincer go all out for you, you and
Yeah.
Graveler are just so bonded right now that heart's appropriate.
Okay. So
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh
That
my
soundtrack-
god.
Yeah, oh my god. So you got bypassing me. You're doing a true crit here, meaning that you're going to be able to really describe how crazy epic this hidden power is and knock out Lunatone. Walk us through that, Ward.
So as Graveler goes to release his hidden power again, he's doing the same thing that he did before. He's doing the juggling, and the orbs are going really fast, and they are, resembling those, ribbons, those blades of grass that are really coming in clutch this fight. Oh my god. But as the grassy orbs are going, you start to see like less of a ribbon and more of a facet, and the grass is still flying, but it's looking faceted, and you can't really tell if it's grass flying at the Lunatone or if it's shards of emerald.
Tone looks at it, sees it flashing before his eyes. He tries to move out of the way, but his body's so injured from Pincer's X-Scissor that he kind of flinches as your explosion. Goof! Massive explosion as smoke clears up and Lunatone gets returned.
Woo!
Well fucking done. Fearless and Ward, both of you are going to earn 1 XP. You can hold on to that XP. You can use it to boost one of your Pokemon stats. Remember, if you go to D10, Pokemons aren't like trainers. It takes 2 XP, so you wouldn't be able to go to D10s yet.
Okay.
Remember, you also don't have to use it on the participating Pokemon, which means you can buff a Chimchar, or you can teach a new move to them. A new move is something they can learn while leveling, and it costs you an XP to learn a new move. If you're not happy with your current loadout, that's a chance to swap something out. Anyways, something for you guys to think of as we're going to focus on Solrock, Sableye, and Ophelia for the remainder of this battle. Do Fearless and Ward, do you guys have any questions about that XP? You already have a good idea what you're going to do, or you're just going to sit and think about it for a while?
You teach
Just gonna think
that
about it.
Tragic Carp tackle.
Sure. Yeah, you can teach Tragic
I
Carp freaking
might
tackle.
actually do that, yes.
All right, awesome. So you guys started that, especially as we learn the mechanics more, we kind of have a good idea of what we want on our sheets, et cetera, et cetera. All right, let's get half you guys out of initiative and focus on the boys down below.
Woo! Good job, Lunatone team. That was awesome.
Whoa.
For
Yeah,
sure.
congrats, y'all.
Tough, man.
Now,
I'll offer Ajax a fist bump, and we make a good team.
Yeah, we sure do. And he'll kind of return the fist bump.
Sweet. You see Tropius wander over to Opal. Tropius. And it sees that your victory, and it thinks you're worthy to take it.
Oh, so I will take out the second love ball, and I'll just I'll hold it out, and like, just kind of let it do a toothless moment, just to see. And if it boops it, then yeah.
Yeah, it looks at the ball, and it considers battling you. Just because it wants to challenge a Graveler. But it looks at the Lunatone that gets returned, and it's seen enough to know that you're a worthy trainer. And it boops the love ball. You see hearts flutter out as it gets absorbed.
Oh.
Oh, and I'm just kind of like holding on to it, and I think I hug Graveler, and I get a hug back with all 4 arms. I'm like, oh, buddy, oh, okay, yeah, love you too, man.
Send you to the grave.
He much more
Great.
strong.
He kind of looks like one of those old person's walkers now, since he's gonna keep assisting you. Okay, so you guys have some food for thoughts, what you want to do. Sableye, you and Ophelia have Solrock surrounded.
Alright, we'll try this again. I'm going for a hard Sableye so I can get this -1 off of me.
Heart road. Okay, remember a 3 is remember a 3 is what you needed to get the heart
Okay,
off.
thank God.
Yay!
So you remove the ongoing -1, Now, what are you gonna do with your second action?
Now I'm going to using foul play. And tick +2.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Here we go.
We
All
back
right,
in
not
it,
enough to do
boys.
Not enough to do a true crit, but enough to put you the fuck back in this fight. Excuse my
Fucker.
language stream. If any kids are up at 1 a.m., shit, you're gonna have to deal with the language. Walk us through this epic smash. It's gonna do 1 damage. Walk us through it.
I found I could say why. Saywai just jumped up from the trees or wherever and just hit Saywai right in the face for foul play. Then goes back to the tree cluster.
Okay.
While he jumps back to the tree cluster where Ophelia and them are, he kind of snickers like hee hee.
There's the goofy guy.
Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah. Solrock is not gonna be able to underestimate you. It's preparing its solar beam. It's glitching out a little bit with that -1 it's about to have. It's aiming at you. It's aiming at Ophelia. It's all over the place. But Sableye looks ready and motivated. Let's see if that's true. Mothra finally able to focus on the battle as she was fighting 4 Pokemon, right? Her 2. She turns over and she goes, Ryan, even if you pass this trial, it's your choice if you leave. If you're gonna really leave this place, go back to the Cave of Remembrance. Realize what really happened that day. But I'll still do my best to make sure you don't. Solrock, Solar Beam. And it's going to go ahead and release another explosive force at you. She's focusing you down primarily because of your relationship.
Oh gee.
Thanks,
and
Mom.
It is going to, yeah, thanks, Mom.
Right.
Child abuse.
Right.
She gets her tactics die in there. She is going to rupture you. Because with a -1, it becomes a 5. It's still going to hit your 4. As she explodes you, I have some bad news, man. You get a -1 hanger again.
God damn it.
At least it's not -2. You shook it off. But you do take a damage, bringing you down to 1 health remaining.
Ew.
1 health. Solrock did go all in, so it's not able to do anything else besides sit there and hope it wins this battle of attrition. Ophelia, you're up.
Alrighty, we're still gonna be Ophelia's hype man and tell her that she is amazing and doing the best. And keep telling her that she can absolutely do this. And we are going to go all in on the hidden power again. Since Solrock is kind of not really stunned, but isn't getting a solar beam ready. So we're gonna just all out face blast this Solrock with some hidden power. Rawr. Dang it.
Okay. You go all out with your beam. That's not going to be enough. Ophelia's feeling it again. She won't fall into a stupor, but I don't know if you say anything to her.
I'll just be like, it's okay. Sometimes they just don't come out as strong as you want them to, and that's fine. We'll get them next time.
You see her tail kind of earn an additional stripe. You're not sure what that means. But a new stripe forms on her tail. And you can give me a free research roll.
Interesting little thing. Okay. With your research roll,
you start to understand Ophelia more, and that there's more to her than meets the eye. You know that her motivation for you in this place in particular, it matters. When you think, well, let me ask you a question before I give you this information. Do you have a mastery left or no?
No, I spent the one on the snake eyes.
Okay. You think in the future, when you get 2 masteries, there's more to Ophelia than meets the eye.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. And all she needs is 2 more stripes, 2 masteries,
Oh.
and she might not be the Ophelia you know her as today.
Yeah.
In any case, that is her turn for now.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Sableye, you're back up before Solrock tries to take you out of this fight, before your mom tries to show you that you're not ready to leave the village.
So, can you use both actions to attack?
Yeah, you can go all in, but you no longer have safety from the stars. So if you go all in, you're going to get knocked out at the end of this round.
So,
You commit a move to avoid the stars, commit another move to remove the -1, or accept the -1 and try to avoid the stars and still attack with your +2.
so my luck, I will get knocked out if I do that. So,
There also is the crystal lake that you can get to heal.
but that takes a ton though.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's only us.
You could. So the lake is considered a far move, so you can do a double move to heal Sableye. I mean, it may be worth it, but you will lose a turn.
Yeah, I'll take a turn. I could be cautious and
Tell you guys
still do
this.
damage.
I'll tell you guys this: Solrock has 2 HP left, so that's 2 wounds. 2 hits will take Solrock out,
Okay.
which is either 1 crit if you double its toughness, then you can do an additional wound, or it's just the both of you landing your attack successfully. But it's getting down to the wire.
Right.
Okay, I'll do cautious since I can since I'll do like cautious roll way dodgy on Star Wars as a safety thing, and that's a tactic.
Yep, your tactics or
I'll do research to have a +1 on that. That's including the -1 I got.
Yeah. I think a good house rule too is whenever we're at 1 HP, if you guys want, I'd allow, it's not going to benefit everybody, but I'd allow you guys to use heart rolls. Like you guys are now like in this, it's really down to the wire. You guys are very passionate. I'd allow heart rolls to be a default roll when you're at 1 HP if you want.
Okay, that was my cautious roll for the dodgy.
3's enough, so you do dodge.
Yay!
Okay, now I'll do my attack as foul play.
Right, slam, slam, slam.
Come on, baby.
Come on, come on.
You got this, Sableye.
Sableye. Sableye.
For your freedom!
If I hit the stupid plus button, then we... Oh, messed up, my bad. Sorry, I type like a gram also, my bad. Okay.
You know what? I think your mom, she's just been studying you so much as her son. She doesn't want you to leave this village. That's right when you make your move, she goes, "Get ready. He's coming in now." And she uses the most OP thing in the anime. Dodge!
No. All right, Ash.
She does a dodge on you. And then you see her get right behind you. She's going to try to take you out this turn. Do you have any words for your mom that might? So remember, you can affect the battle, but there's more than one battle always in Pokemon. Do you have any words to shake your mother before she takes this turn? Maybe really pull on her heartstrings. And that is not in a negative way. Maybe it's like, you got to let me go. And that's it really bothers her. But in a positive way, because it's true. She needs to let you go. You're a grown man now. What are you doing?
I'll say, you have to let me go sometimes. If you truly believe in me and you believe in your parenting, you should let me go. It's for the world. Please, I'm begging you.
She thinks, it's not safe, Ryan. Don't you understand?
I do understand, but that's life. Look what we're doing now.
You say that's life. That's big. Give me a heart roll. I'll give you advantage since you shook your mom. Which that sounds bad when I say that out loud. You got your mom shook.
I mean, I am battling her. Even me so I can leave the village.
And this doesn't involve Sableye, so you don't have to worry about the -1 currently. Because it's just you and your mom right now.
6. You say I got +1?
You have advantage, so you get to roll your 6 twice.
Okay, twice. Oh my god.
You get one more, so come on, let's see it.
Oh man.
Oh my god. You see your mom look at you, and a tear comes down her face. She closes her eyes. Sorok, finish this. One last solar beam. And that's gonna buy you guys around because you know it's a 2-turn charge up. So she charges up and she goes, I'm sorry, Ryan, but based on the trials of our village, if you fail to defeat me in this battle, you're forbidden to leave. Sorok, don't hold back. And now it's up to you and Ophelia to hopefully knock Sorok out before it launches this attack.
Oh man, that's a lot of pressure. Okay, so can we, before I do anything, could I use hidden power on the ground to create like a smoke screen to make it harder for the soul rock to hit? Would that do anything?
Yep. If you commit an entire action to that, so that's kind of like enemy logic, which the book heavily supports. So if you succeed in your move, you can just apply a raw penalty to Sorok.
Okay. But that doesn't mean he wouldn't 100% be able to hit, right?
No, but it does give him a disadvantage, which is substantial.
Okay.
So he's gonna roll twice and take the worst result.
Okay. Do I attack and go for the crit, or do I try and set up some... This is hard.
So you could afford to take a falling stars. So you can set up the screen with one move and attack with your other move.
Okay.
But then you're gonna guarantee suffer a wound, but you get to be both.
Okay. Let's do that because I know that it's not going to attack me, so I know I'm not gonna get hit by the attack. But if I can at least get some damage off, and set up
smoke screen first, and then you can do the other one. Yeah.
All right. All right, Ophelia, we gotta do this for Ryan.
Holy mom, holy.
Excellent. You set up a smoke screen, which means Sorok is gonna have way more chance to miss Sableye on the beam.
Thank God.
Great job, Ophelia. You're amazing. Now let's hit him with the attack. All right, baby, let's do it. You got this, girl.
You have a +2 bonus on there, right?
Yes.
Okay. And because of your smoke screen, you have a situational 1, so that will be exactly what you need.
Yay! Ophelia, you're amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's really awesome.
Okay. So Rock's down to 1 health, and Ophelia's in the mist. She leans up on Sableye. I was about to say Ophelia, but that's not how names work. Yeah. And Sableye, this means if you go all out, commit both of your dice, you might be able to knock Sorok out before it shoots you with a beam.
Oh, I'm going all out.
Come on, for your
Alright.
freedom, Brian! For your freedom!
If you miss, Ophelia is now down to 1 HP and you'll be knocked out.
One.
Do it.
Come on, baby.
We have both the dice. Okay.
Hey.
I got good news for you already. That's possibly gonna
Yes.
knock you out.
Alright, and I'll just double tap it with my again.
Okay. I mean, a 5 is gonna hit its toughness and it's 1 HP. So why don't you describe, as Mothra screams, "Don't do this, Ryan!" Describe your attack landing and knocking out Soul Rock. Well fucking done.
Woo! that was tough.
I yell out like, and I have this very determined and focused look on my face, like it's just must have break. He saw it say I was one hit away from being dead. I mean, not dead, passed out. And Sailor launches from the tree and lands on Sailor and just hits it with foul play, and it'll come down with a. It'll come down with the Soul Rock as it falls to the ground and jumps off midway as it mid-air and lands on the ground. So,
Okay. Soul Rock hits the ground, and you see Mothra looking down towards the floor. All I ever wanted was to protect you, Ryan.
you protect me by doing this,
Your friends are right. You're right. I have to release you. I can't even say that. It was never mine to decide. Go to the cave at least. Promise me you'll do that before you just run into the wilds.
I promise I'll go to the cave for.
In other news, we frickin' won! And I'll go pick up
Good
Ophelia
job,
and kind of like
Ophelia.
hug her and like spin in a circle. I knew you could do it! And then I'll go up and high five Ryan.
Say my high five, Krilla, Ophelia, and hug Sable.
I feel like Opal would come down and like offer high fives and things as well.
I'm a hug Opal.
Oh yeah, we did it.
We did!
We did it.
We're badass!
I'll just high five Opal because I'm more like high five than a hugger.
Hell yeah.
I'm a fist bump Ajax.
You want anybody
That
want a
was
high
sick,
five
bro.
Anybody want a high five Graveler?
I think that's a high 20.
Ow.
But yeah!
I got you, buddy.
Now it just sounds like he's threatening motherfuckers. Go ahead.
And the frickin' evolution mid-battle, that's amazing!
I didn't
Also,
want him to go down. We gotta get Pincer taken care of, though.
Well,
The village will be able to nurse Pincer back to health before you set out. It's the nature of a Pokemon battle. So these things happen. But I need to reward you all with what it means to accomplish the trials. For the villagers, it means they're finally ready to set forth in this world. For a mother, it means I get to say goodbye to my son. And for travelers, it is a reward in its own. And she goes into her bag. She says to each of you, "This isn't a gym, so we reward you in different ways. For conquering the very moon, I reward you with this to allow you to borrow the power of the moon, invoking the user's might and possibly diminishing your opponent's special capabilities. TM58 Moon Blast."
Ooh.
The party, remember, TMs are not one-time use, thank God. So the party now has access to Moon Blast if it is a TM your Pokemon, any of your Pokemon can learn. In addition to that, you defeated the sun, and with its heat and its natural properties, you too can gather the light and release the force of the solar beam of TM68. You guys are rewarded, the party is rewarded TM68 Solar Beam and TM58 Moon Blast. One to represent the sun and the other, well, the goddamn moon.
Oh, goddamn.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
And that's for the party to split between the four of us, or we each have access to that?
Only one of you, you're only getting one copy of the TMs, but remember,
Okay.
TMs are unlimited, so.
So we all could use it if our Pokemon can learn that move.
If they can learn them in their
Got you.
set.
You'll have to check Cerebi and everything.
Yeah.
Graveler cannot learn either, I don't think. Definitely not Solar Beam.
Right.
I'm pretty sure not Moonblast. But another Pokemon might.
Yeah.
That's amazing, though. Hell yeah.
Mothro walks over to Ajax and says, "I've seen how you've been handling the Wesley boy. I know you're around the same age as Ryan, but since his dad died when he was just a small boy, please, show him what it means to be a man."
Something I shouldn't say just popped into my brain.
You should say it anyway.
No, okay.
Aw, thanks.
And it just kind of nods. Yes, I'll try, I suppose.
He's questioning Ryan's manhood.
I was literally going to say, on my birthday, what bitch? Well, yeah,
I think you might have enough courtesy not to make sure you make sure you didn't hear her just say, "Teach him how to be a man." He's a weird. No, it isn't.
make sure Brian didn't hear that.
No. She doesn't want to disrespect her son. She just doesn't want you to die.
Okay.
Which is
I was
fair.
saying, like,
Two very different things, yes.
Yeah.
I was saying, they kind of miss him saying referring me your son.
No. She's arguably kind of bad mom, but then when you realize, like, you leave the village, you die, it's like more understandable. But,
Yeah.
yeah. But Mothra just says that to Ajax, and I know Ajax is thinking about being your real dad, because look at your mother.
Whoa!
Uh-huh.
We sweating in here.
Like I said, you really have to make it that hard that hold won't get in their pants. Really?
So, man, your mom's holding down an entire culture. She's got to be hot, man.
Agree to disagree.
No.
No.
Well, Ryan, I hope you don't
No,
agree
no.
that your mom is ultra hot.
Considering it's my mom, I have to agree to disagree.
But the Terapias comes out of the ball as you guys realize that you have a new party member. But they came out because they're the only ones who can guide you out of this place.
Tropius? Oh, wait! The water!
You
You said that if we won, we might have access to the water?
it's true. She points to the wells behind you.
But it won't last after we leave.
It'll last for a little bit, giving you a moment's reprieve from any concerns. but they say until the crystal beast returns to the land, the waves will never be permanent.
Would it at least get us through this cave we have to go visit?
She nods and she tells you, my Zatu will help you get through the caves as well.
Okay. I'm always down to see caves. It's just a little bit harder now. What do you think,
nods.
Ryan? Well, should we take Wesley to go get a Sableye so that he stops going after yours?
It sounds like a win to me.
Well, Ryan has to stop by there anyways before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I promised my mother to stop by there before we leave.
He sends out Zatu. All right, Tropius, Zatu. Take them back to the village and then to the cave. Tropius, real boss-like, just looks to Opal for approval because he got a new master.
She just nods, like, very encouragingly, like, well, we're guests here, you're not, but yes, like, go ahead.
And she begins to, Tropius, by the way, is your Tropius. Gender doesn't really matter in the game except for some moves like Charm. But do you want your Tropius to be a boy or a girl?
The rest of my team is boys, I'll have this one be a girl.
Nice. So, and I know, like, for the streaming stuff, like, gender doesn't matter too much in the real world because, you know, whatever you feel like you are is what you are. But for Pokemon, there are moves that literally just affect the opposite gender. So it's important to classify it for the Pokemon at least. Which I know is very controversial in the actual Pokemon community and games.
But yeah, I've got, like, Graveler, and I've been calling Tragikarp a little asshole, and I've been also calling him, but that's not... I don't know. Maybe,
There are Pokemon that are ungendered too, so...
Hey, what is your gender? Rock.
I am a rock.
I am a rock type.
Like,
okay?
all legendaries, none of the legendaries have, genders.
Yeah, legendaries, Ditto. It's rare to inherently be genderless in the context of the Pokemon game mechanic. But it's possible, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this one, I think, just for story. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is
Alright,
she
so
growing citrus berries yet? Or how many do I have to feed her before that starts?
So mechanically, she probably couldn't produce citrus berries, but she could produce the flavor of them.
Ooh. Okay.
Just because then she'd have like an unlimited supply of an expensive item.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Which in this game is
I will
$100.
take you for every penny if you'll let me. So I have to ask.
Maybe Ryan's mom is right. This is not a safe group.
We're safe.
No,
Okay. When you guys
smart.
before you guys get back to the village, Wesley was training hard to impress Ajax. So hard that his Sentret evolves into a Ferret. Man, you evolved so fast, and you didn't do too good in those battles. Return. He grabs the little rock and he etches weak into the Pokeball, and he tosses the Pokeball into the forest.
You little shit!
While no one's looking, and it's just funny. And over the course of history and time, because I know time is working really weird in our game because of the future and the past. All the Pokemon, the streams, if you ever saw the dinosaur movie, how the egg traveled around the world. Eventually, not today, but just setting it in motion, the ball would find its way towards the woods in Twinder Town and be in bad shape.
Oh my god.
But you guys didn't know that happened. So when you guys come back, he's like, hey guys.
I'm gonna punch him.
Yeah,
Just he's a
What
little
are you doing,
shit.
Wesley?
Training.
Training with what?
I'm Pokemons.
What Pokemons?
You know, the ones I have. He doesn't want to tell you
Catch a
that.
Pokemon?
Yeah. Cool. It didn't work out. I just released it.
Can you show me the Pokemon?
I released it. It's gone now.
Well, show me the Pokeball then.
He's like, I don't have the Pokeball anymore. After I released it, I just chucked it.
Where did you chuck it?
He points to the river.
That's littering.
You know we saw that future version of yourself, right, Wesley?
Wait, a future version of me? What are you talking about?
You know that power dude?
That dude's an asshole. I hate guys like him.
Yeah, you don't want to become like him, right?
Don't worry. That dude's a douchebag. I'm cool.
Well, the way that you've been acting, I would say the opposite.
Come on, Ajax. Give me another chance. You think I could become a guy like Power? That dude probably had 2 parents and still turned out bad.
I don't know. I mean, I know he seems like the type of dude to grab a Pokeball, catch a Pokemon, write weak all over the Pokeball, and then throw the Pokeball in the trash.
He's eating like a chip, and he just starts choking when you mention right weak ball. He falls out of his seat. Oh. Wait, he
Kind of
did
like the Well, somebody did that. You know, like the Pokeball where Akrillo found that ferret. That's what
Ophelia?
happened to it.
Ophelia's Pokeball had a weak written on it?
Yeah, and she just
Yeah.
kicked a Solrock's ass.
I'll be right back.
And realistically, Wesley, if a Pokemon is weak, it's not because of the Pokemon. It's because of the trainer. That trainer just didn't know how to use the Pokemon.
He goes blue. He goes through this dilemma in his brain. It's not the Pokemon. It's the trainer. And he lays on the ground. And give me a heart to heart with the kid. I'll give you advantage. Okay, I mean you get advantage. So you have a 4. He looks at you and he goes, "I promise from now on to be respectful to my Pokemon and to my friends, except for Opal."
What?
Oh yeah?
Why?
I wouldn't test Oppo too much.
You give me this stinky leg ever since I met her.
Stinky leg?
The stinky leg?
Like
Or the
she's
stinky
mean
eye?
to me. Oh, stinky eye. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's not being mean to you. She's just being forward. That's how Opal is.
And didn't this
You-
thing evolve?
Wesley, if you don't like me, you would not have liked my grandma.
It's your grandma.
He made me the person I am today, and trust me, I am much kinder.
Gets nervous. Like Ryan's mom?
Doesn't want to offend Hot Ryan's mom, but also wants to make a point. Shit. Shit.
And I'm just glaring at Wesley.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Ryan's mom.
All right. Fine. I'll be respectful to everybody from now on.
Also, we saved you in the forest, so...
Well, who's keeping score, you know?
I'm just saying, Opal wouldn't have saved you if she was me.
Opal loves me?
She
Opal
tolerates
thinks-
you.
Opal thinks you have the potential to be a good kid.
How about you, Ryan? I think me and you get off on the wrong foot.
You'll say time, kid. I'll say that.
Tell you what, Ryan. Since I lost my Pokemon by accident, I'll take Sableye, and going forward, we'll be best friends. Me and you,
Yeah,
then.
you dreams.
By accident. I thought you released it.
I released it, but I don't think I released it the correct way.
What did you do?
I tossed it while it was still in the ball in the river.
So you abandoned it.
It was. If I'm gonna beat power one day, I've got to be stronger.
And toss your Pokemon into the river while it was still in the Pokeball. Is you gonna do that?
I don't know how any of this works. I'm just winging it.
We'll never do that again.
Well, maybe we can find it. Maybe it's not far from here.
I hope we can.
Ajax, if we find you, give me another chance, right? I can still be your son.
AJ just kind of looks extremely disappointed at Wesley.
Oh,
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
The dad
No.
thing.
No, Akrilla, your favorite Pokemon. It's really fast at running around and running away and stuff. Maybe it can help us find the Pokeball.
I mean, we could try.
Well, let's get Pinsir taken care of so we can go hit up that next location and like
Yeah, we do.
winks and side eyes Wesley. That next location.
We definitely all need a little bit of a pick-me-up.
Oh yeah.
Mopper opens this little thing in front of the statue. It's like a box. And she takes Pinsir's ball out. I'll assume she told Ajax she'd heal it. And it's kind of like a Nurse Joy machine, but it's like an original thing, like a natural healing machine. So as she puts it in there, the statue would have a soft glow. And she would take Pinsir out and give it to Ajax. You should be all better now.
Thank you.
And Wesley whispers to Ajax, "Dude, she's hot. You should marry her."
You're a little bit too young to be thinking about those things, Wesley.
What?
And far too immature for it.
Brave karate chops him in the neck. Brave.
Yeah, buddy. God.
He's like unconscious for now.
And
But,
I'm I have my hand on Graves' head, and I'm like, I didn't think you could get better. I have never been so happy to be wrong.
He smiles. And he sees that Wesley's on the ground in a pile of dirt. He goes, brave.
Yo. We're gonna have to keep an eye on him, but I think we might have to be slightly nicer. Slightly. Just like a smidge, and I'm like... My fingers are pinched together for a smidge nicer. Maybe just a little bit, but that was fantastic. Good job.
He nods. He only knows a few words. He can say grave, and when there's a party, he can say rave. And whenever you say nice, he says But he knows he's gotta be nicer.
Yeah. Just a smidge, just a bit, little bit though. Okay, cool.
But you guys get healed up, and I know it's getting late, so if you guys want to try to get another scene and stuff done tonight, we can move on to the cave.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Sweet.
I gotta hit this cave, man.
All right.
Let's tweak it out of
Mopper
there.
says she can't go with you, but she sends her Zatu. You said that this is an experience that's special, and that people find lost things here, usually themselves, usually their history. And especially since you guys have been traveling with your memory, maybe it can help piece together what Akrilla has already found. And she sends her Zatu out to guide you as you guys go towards the Amberville cave. As you guys get to the cave, are we leaving Western Village, or are we taking him to the cave?
We need to take him to the cave so he has a chance to get a Sableye if we find one.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're not telling them where we're going till we get there.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll assume your partners are out with you, so even though I only have your pictures on the cave, your partners are here.
Okay.
Let's move you guys there. As you guys approach the cave deep in this, it's beautiful. There's like a hole in the ground where natural spring water falls inside, and she points down there where her Zatu takes you. Zatu flies inside, and looks at you and goes, two, and waves his wing over to come and follow him.
Yeah. I'm right behind the Zatu, man. I'm here for a cave.
As you guys come inside, you see that there's no Pokemon in the cave at all. There used to be Pokemon in the cave, as Ryan already remembers that after the accident, there's Pokemon that come here on occasion, and this is where Pokemon breed and stuff. But they don't stay here anymore. So Ryan might have caught the last Sableye in the region. But you do see that there's tons of golden fruits and water drop beads. And these water drop beads are they're not water at all. They're fractured shards of something important. But predominantly they're rocks. So our rock specialists can get a +2 in their calling and give me a research roll on the water drops.
Might they?
How convenient. We have a rock researcher.
And can Graveler support me?
No, but let me tell you why. Because this is just your knowledge. Graveler doesn't know about them.
Oh. So +2 would be 6.
Okay. Well, a 6 is a success. You know that every 8 droplets, and the cave has 16, you could form them together, and they produce water stones.
Oh. Neat. Okay.
Gravel could definitely help you gather them to help you get all 16 shards. But that means that you wouldn't have them immediately, but you can add to your own inventory wherever you want. 2 water stones. As you'll be able to form them overnight, maybe in a cutscene we can do later.
Okay. 2 water stones, broke down 16 shards.
And the golden... Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll mention that. Like, I'm not trying to keep it secret from anybody. I'm gonna explain to them, like, I'm gonna go full nerd and, like, explain why this is cool. Which I don't know why this is cool. I just know that it's cool, so use your imagination.
Okay. You want to know what's even cooler?
Sure.
The golden ambered pear-looking things have a lot of residual heat. You can add 2 firestones to your inventory.
Ooh.
Getting all the stones. Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, this cave is a place of life, and evolution is a form of life. So people come here and they breed. I'm sure trainers have bred in here as well.
Okay.
But
okay.
Mm-hmm.
But predominantly
Hey man, it's a
Pokemon.
pretty cave. It's like ambiance.
It's
Yeah, look at this
beautiful.
place. This place is beautiful as hell. I know. Ryan's looking around. It was me.
Oh no.
Then you got Ajax. I tossed a few times in here. No, imagine.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, this is just a lovely scene, and you're able to produce 2 firestones. Again, you don't have it now, but overnight you can have a scene. You're making them and stuff.
Yeah. And these are like up for grabs. If we can use them and we need them, like I don't mind sharing. Or if we need money, I still don't mind sharing.
Okay,
I
sweet.
need a Firestone eventually for Growlithe.
Mm-hmm.
But Zatu kind of ushers you in, and I imagine you just overly stimulated and excited from the finding of these rare little gems.
Oh, Opal is hopping as much as she can. Like, I'm pretty sure she dipped her leg in the water before we left, so she's probably not stumbling nearly as much as she normally would be, and she's like bouncing with excitement. Like, this is what we're here for.
There's a tiny waterfall in the back, and Zatu flies under the waterfall and lets the water hit him, and then just kind of motions you guys to do the same.
I'll follow. Right behind him.
Same here.
I'll return Growlithe as I go underneath the waterfall, because water, fire don't mix, but as we go past the waterfall, I'll bring him back out.
The waterfall, as you guys kind of let the water hit you, on the other side, there's a network of caves that stretch far throughout many places in the region. Many of them are still unexplored and dangerous. But as Ajax and Akrilla, you would notice something really odd. Ryan's eyes begin to glow. As I imagine, like, I don't know if you guys say anything to Ryan or.
Hey Ryan, are you feeling okay?
Ryan, before you respond, Ryan, there's an answer there that you don't know because you're no longer with us. You get a flashback to one of the many networks you explored. With this time your dad, he wanted to chart all of them, and he's excited. He's like, "Hey Ryan, when we get done here, we're gonna get back to your mom soon. I'm sure she's already probably on her way to find us. But I really want to chart these tunnels with you. I'm sure there's Sableye deep within here."
Yeah, can't we find one?
He smiles with you, and you guys travel throughout the network. And as you guys travel deeper and deeper and deeper, and you climb over stuff and you look around and all this other things, you eventually there's a jump in your memory. There's another scene where you're being chased and your dad's protecting you, and he's telling you that Pokemon are our friends, but some Pokemon made it on themselves to be our enemies. But that sometimes they have other influences. And you could see a man in the shadow, not happy about what your father saw that they were getting up to. And he sends out his Tyranitar to attack you, causing the cave to shake. And as the cave shakes, your dad throws you out of the way as rocks crush him and a portion of your body. But your fate is not alone today. As this strange network crashes, someone else is exploring it. And their eyes are glowing too. As rocks tumble down on one of their best friends. A history that the two of you never knew. As the Tyranitar loses sight of the two parties. You under a set of rocks. And someone who lost their best friend this day, not knowing they were a few feet away from you and your dad, as they couldn't hear anything. The rampaging Tyranitar looks around and begins to leave. And now, for a point of mastery that can extend into next week, Opal and Ryan, your best emotional scenes you can muster for your family members / Pokeymanz. Which one of you are brave enough to go first? You mourning your dad and also about to lose your own life as you slip and lose consciousness, and Opal losing her best friend at the time, Rhyhorn.
Wait, what was the question again?
A scene, like to kind of like as if you were in the moment to do your own history, like how you're reacting to seeing your dad get crushed before you lose consciousness.
I'll go.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
So the The ground tumbling and the rocks falling was not completely unexpected because, that's a thing that can happen, but the Rhyhorn is the one of the very last things that Opal's grandma gave her before she passed. And Opal is just remembering, being stuck under the rock, and she can't move, and she can't get to the Rhyhorn, she can't get to her buddy, and she's trying to pull herself out, and she's just absolutely sobbing because she has no idea how she's gonna get out, and she's just lost one of the last ties that she had to her grandma.
Okay. And Tyranitar kind of sniffs out the Rhyhorn in you because it was originally pursuing Ryan and his dad, which means inadvertently their discovery also led to Rhyhorn's perishment. The Tyranitar turns around and begins blowing steam out of its mouth and tossing rocks to get to you. You can feel the cave shaking, but with the amount of rocks here, you don't realize that something dangerous is coming your way. It's just something that could happen in a cave this old. But we're going to cut away from the Tyranitar and now to Ryan. And you do get a point of mastery you can use next week. Since it's towards the end of the session, you can keep it. Ryan, you're seeing, you just watched your dad get crushed, but you are also fading in and out of consciousness. Walk us through that moment.
I'm gonna lay on the ground still, just like stunned, like my eyes are just still focused on what last I saw my dad before he pushed me. Before the rocks fell, I'm just completely lost. He was just still mind blown that he's gone now. 1 second he was there, just now gone, and just trying to wrap my head together. So, well, while just having a moment was just central. I say well now. This as I fade into unconsciousness.
Okay. Yeah, you see a little Pokemon there, and the villagers are kind of coming in here, and there's a Sableye as well, your future partner, watching you as a rock's about to finish you off, probably beyond the lake's respiratory properties. It shatters it with its teeth that loves to eat gems. It hates to eat these regular rocks though, so it went out its way for you as you lose consciousness. The Tyranitar is about to dig out and probably unalive. That is one of the few uncensored words still on Twitch for this type of stuff. But dig out and unalive Opal without her knowledge. But Mafra swings in with Xatu and assails it. Xatu flies in and attacks the Tyranitar. And they have a really solid battle with her ace Pokemon before Tyranitar has to leave because more villagers are coming. And this individual returns to him and says, "You shouldn't have gotten in the way of Team Fusion. Soon this world will be ours." And Mothra is hesitant to continue fighting because she knows her son's hurt nearby. And she doesn't know how bad it is. So she lets this guy walk off. Not that she probably could stop him. And as he walks off, mockingly, she finds you, Ryan, and gets you to safety. And Opal, after some time, other people would find you and help you out here, but irreparable damage is done to your leg. And the two of you, your eyes are glowing. So before we go back to the others, how are Ajax and Aquila acting? You literally see two of your allies, their eyes just glowing, exploding with light. And that means Opal does get her Atlantis moment, though, because she's like this light exploding from her eyes and mouth.
Can I say that when Opal's eyes glow, because her eyes are green as well, when Opal's eyes glow, it looks like what you would have seen from Graveler's Hidden Power.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
It's a Pokemon, I imagine.
That's the bond. That's the bond. That's why I was getting the heart rolls, because the hidden power was in her eyes.
Okay. So Krilla and Ajax, what are you doing as both your allies are out of commission?
Probably frantically waving my hand over like Opal's like face to be like, "Hey, are you okay? Is everything? What is going on?"
Aegis was kind of move them closer together as he'll just kind of get Chimchar to be near him to keep him warm. And he'll just be confused for a moment because he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, Chimchar's tail would certainly keep them nice and warm. The Zatu has a scar on his face from its battle with the Tyranitar, and it just watches you guys and looks down into the deep caves. Back to you guys, and that's when the memory kind of continues. That's going to wake them up. Ryan, you remember your mom saving you from the Tyranitar. You remember the Tyranitar. You remember the Team Fusion member. I would say
so
that
I know is a Team Fusion member.
you know it's a Team Fusion member, but you don't remember exactly how he looks. Maybe when you see him, it will spark another thought. But you do know that this wasn't just a rampaging Tyranitar. This was the acts of an evil trainer, an evil organization.
Alright.
But yeah, you eventually would snap back to reality. Oops, there goes the Eminem line. I gotta stop myself. You snap back to reality, but before you snap back, I want to go to another scene. Opal, you know, it's kind of mysterious what happened that day because you were trapped, there's smoke, there's dust. You remember villagers getting you, but a lot transpired. You should have died in that cave as well. What you didn't see is that as other Pokemon came in here, as rocks began to fall, your friend manipulated the environment to keep you alive, to keep you safe. But he was a ghost, and at this point, he didn't fully realize into a Pokemon. And he protected you until the villagers found you and you got out of that accident.
Buddy.
And now both of you, go away, Eminem. Both of you snap back to reality with your friends watching over you.
I'll go first.
You're good. Go ahead if you can.
I just okay. Ryan snaps back out of the memory and just kind of falls kind of stumbles a bit and just like you just tell whatever he just thought was thinking of, it struck a chord to him as he's looking around at the cave all around him and just yes, I just say it like very under my breath that I was audible enough that anyone else can hear me. So this is why she.
This is why she what?
Wanted me to come back here.
I think as Opal snaps back, it probably happens when, like, around a time when Akrilla would be, like, snapping and, like, trying to just check and see if she's back yet, kind of thing. And the glow will fade, and she'll just look up and, she'll just start sobbing, and she'll hug Akrilla and be like, he was there, he kept me safe.
That girl will obviously hug her back and be like, "It's okay. What happened? What? Huh?"
my Rhyhorn, the one that we have to go save.
Wait, this is the cave that had happened in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently. I didn't realize everything was all connected. Yeah. and this was it. And he was gone, and he still kept me safe. He didn't leave until they found me. We have got to go save
Oh
him.
my god, absolutely.
Wait, you were in this cave as well?
Yeah, there was just a really bad cave-in, and just rocks kept falling, and it killed my Rhyhorn, my best friend. My
Oh.
grandma. My grandma gave him to me, and that's the same accident that shattered my leg.
Well, I'm afraid to tell you, that was no cave. That was a cave at the same day with my father. We were getting chased down by some Team Fusion member. Don't remember what he looks like, but he was chasing us with... And... me and my father was here trying to find... using the cave system, trying to find a satellite for me. And we were getting... don't remember much, but last thing I knew was my dad pushed me out the way. And just... that's when... rocks fell.
So there was a rogue, not a rogue Pokemon, but there was somebody was chasing you,
Yes,
and that caused the cave-in. Oh my god.
yes, there's a Tyranitar and some Team Fusion member chasing us, trying to chase me and my father. And Tyranitar was trying to attack us while they're chasing us. That's what caused the cave-in, and that's what killed my father and me at the time. And well, us at the time.
Oh my gosh, Ryan, I'm so sorry.
So sorry for you as well.
So I guess I really do have to. So how did you get free? Like, who did your mom find you, or?
Yes, my mom saved me.
Well, if she drove the other Pokemon away, she saved me too.
Yes, I assume she used a Zaltu. Do you know the full details of saving me?
Do what?
I'm asking like Falcon, do you know the full details of saving me?
Yeah, you have a good idea of what happened. I feel like you guys, when you talk about this, you both kind of had like a bird eyes view afterward.
Okay, I'm making sure if I say anything. Yeah, I believe my mom used a Zaltu. He fended off the Tyranitar, and they just kind of retrieved due to everyone coming to help. But that's all I can remember, because fading consciousness, and it's all I've been told.
GM, what town did Opal wake up in when she was, found and taken to safety?
Well, let's go to the world map. The Gemini region. First, let me douche. All right. So the cave networks connect to all the local regions. Route 14 to the Safari Zone to the north. Do you have a preference? Is this how you got to? You woke up in Tunja Town. You feel like you owed them something? Maybe Palmyra.
Maybe that's why the professor took such a shine to her, because she found her and helped heal her.
Like that. Let's go with that. After you were protected for days, she was in the cave because she's a pretty prominent trainer, and they heard about the Tyranitar attack. So when she went to investigate, she uncovered your location, and kind of nurse you to health with her state of the art technology. But she never personally told you. But you know who knew? Motherfucking Rita. She knew. She knew all along.
So that's probably why Opal probably thinks it was Rita, not the professor.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here for this.
That's a good story right there. I like that. Okay. As you guys are working through your emotions and stuff, there's two things I have to ask. One will be your final scenes of the night, and your other will be actually I'll put us up. So we'll do that first, and then I'll do the next thing I'm gonna ask you later. So why don't you give us your final scenes? You kind of work through your emotions, and you head back to town, and just to speed up the fact that you're gonna leave town, Ryan, you're able to say goodbye to your mother. But we'll fully do that at the start of next session. So you'll say bye to her, and we'll head on out. For my own clarity, go ahead.
We had talked to Picasso 2 episodes ago, I think it was, and he did mention something about the amber and finding fossils. I don't know if that was in the cave or if that's somewhere else.
Yeah,
or if we even care about that right now.
If you want to get a fossil, you're saying?
I know it was a point of interest for Opal a couple episodes ago.
Oh, yeah, you can dig in this cave to try to find fossils if you want. I think that's big enough that next week we can open up with Ryan officially packing up and saying bye to his mom, and then maybe Opal with Acrila's help, unless you're going to support Ryan. You guys can try to uncover a fossil.
Okay. Works for me.
Which could be really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and go to. So again, let's do your final moments. I'll put you on the. And you guys can have your final scenes. We'll do how our names are presented in game. Wait, Ajax, are you back? Because he'd be first. He's not back yet, so we'll do reverse. We'll do Ryan all the way down to Ajax. So Ryan, you're kind of your final scene of the night.
I'm just trying to what's the word? Trying to gather all the emotions, calm down a bit from all the information I get, and just trying to get out all the information in my head, basically. It's like, especially now knowing, adding the fact that I know Opal today, she also have Pokemon in the same day as also my dad. So just trying to just doing it and processing all that information. That's what.
Okay. I mean, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
As you kind of go back home, you walk around, you go through your emotions. Next week we can open up with you telling your mom you're ready to go, and I'm sure it'll be an emotional scene for her too, because she just wants you to leave. But you know what the craziest part is, Ryan?
What?
After you gain back your memory of your death, you no longer feel that beat in your chest that made you dependent on the lake. You think in some ways you freed yourself from a curse that was placed on you inadvertently.
Ooh.
Interesting. Alright.
All right. Opal, your final scene of the night.
I don't think Opal ever really talked about her Rhyhorn very much, and probably not a whole, especially not a whole lot around her Geodude, because she'd become so like dependent on Geodude to like get around in anything. She didn't want to really like try to make him jealous or think he wasn't doing as good of a job as a Rhyhorn would or anything like that. So she probably didn't talk about him a whole lot. And so I'm imagining that Graveler's out and, you know, looking concerned that his trainer is, you know, not super stable and their eyes are glowing. So he's probably like got at least one hand on her back for like support so she won't fall, and she'll wrap an arm around him while she's telling Aquila all about her history with the Rhyhorn and how she got him from her grandma. And she's gonna look down at the Graveler and she's gonna be like, "You and me, man, we gotta go save him. He's with that mob boss Pokemon, and it's not good. I got a dream, and we have to go save him. And you and me and him are gonna be a fantastic team." Just like trying to make it a team thing, that we're gonna go do this because he's important, but you're important too.
He says grave, but it's Grimmer. Like he thought he was dead. So he's like, grave.
No. The Zatu gave me a dream last night. And I think I don't know if he's alive. He's definitely different, but we have to go find out.
Nods. And he begins to just help you get ready and pack up stuff for the journey.
Mm-hmm.
And he reminds you of the nice, and he says,
Nicer. We're gonna make things better.
He agrees with you, and it's kind of a scene of you guys getting ready. And there's more clarity to your situation in your life. Excellent. Aquila, your final moments.
I'll just be there with Opal still, kind of semi-hugging her as she's also got a hand on the Graveler, and kind of just be an ear for her to let it all out and take in all of the everything that's happened to this Rhyhorn, and really feeling how important it is that we absolutely need to go see what has happened to him and where he is and everything like that. And I imagine Growlithe would be he's very like empathetic, so he's really feeling, or is it apathetic?
No, it's empathetic.
Okay. He's very empathetic, so he's feeling all the emotions, and so he's probably whimpering a little bit and resting his head on Opal's leg. Just being a sweet little boy.
Okay, epic. And Ophelia would come out the ball too and just lay up next to you, just the two of you. And also Murkrow comes out. He's got the hard eyes. Huh?
Yeah, we're all here for you, Opal. And Ryan, of course.
Yeah.
And you don't even need a love ball for that one, man.
No.
Look at that bird.
He is infatuated.
That will get Opal laughing.
You know what? I think I have a name for you, Murkrow.
Bro.
We're gonna call you Casanova.
He looks down at Growlithe in his Idris Elba voice. That's a better name than your name.
No.
Sorry, but your Murkrow, his mission is replace. I know he never will succeed, but Growlithe don't like it.
We're trying to have a heartfelt moment.
The hearts are felt.
Yeah. He looks all kind and cuddly, and he adds to the equation. He goes, "She's gonna be all mine one day."
This dynamic.
You guys just hear him saying, "Murkrow." Meanwhile, he's like insulting Growlithe.
Garland doesn't want to be rude to Opal, so he's just like.
Ajax, your final scene.
Ajax would just be kind of distant. He would bring out Pincer, and he would just kind of, tell him he did a good job, that he might be, strong enough to actually take on Chimchar now. And he'll just kind of get them into a little friendly sparring type of thing.
Awesome.
As he just kind of distances himself from the group, like he's not really doesn't have much to say on their current situation.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about that. You don't need to get into any details, but when you hear that an evil organization was in play a few years ago, how does that make you feel with all your ties in this world, who you used to be?
Ajax would have been, if anybody was looking at him, they would have seen him grab that Pokeball that he always has around his neck and just go get very depressed for a little bit before he will kind of snap out of it and kind of go back into that emotionless type of face he would normally have.
To kind of end your scene, Wesley comes running past you. I found it.
Found what?
And he shows you the ball with weak etched into it. And his hands are like bruised. He was looking for hours.
Aw.
Good. Now, become a trainer actually worthy of that Pokemon you threw away.
Yeah, he nods and he says to you, "There's one person I don't want to let down. It's you, Dad."
Sure. Now, go train with Chimchar and Pinsir.
Can I show Aquila the ball?
Yeah, would
Not
that
now.
spark anything?
Not now. There's too much has happened.
All right, I'll do it later then. And you see him go to train, and to close out the night. A question. Emmyvale, we'll do our stars and wishes. When I ask you your stars and wishes, I also want to know if you'll be taking any of the auto catch since we're going to be leaving the location next week. You don't have to take an auto catch, but if you want to fill out your roster a little bit, there is Natu, Centric, Paris, and Bidoof that are in this area. So we'll do stars and wishes. We will start with Lizachu. Liz, your favorite moment, any wishes, and will you be taking any of the auto catches?
No on the auto catches. Stars would probably be the point in the fight where we're just kind of hyping up Ophelia, and she's kind of like, she didn't have the greatest first roll, so she was worried that I was gonna leave her, so we had to hype her up and kind of do heart rolls and all that stuff. So I really enjoyed that little bit of backstory with her. And then wishes. Nothing I could think of.
Okay, awesome. That means everything's pretty good.
Yeah.
No major directional changes. Rampage, your favorite moment, any wishes, and will you be taking any of these 4 auto catches?
No on the other catch. I'll say if my favorite one was the whole between Mothra and Rians scene when during the battle. You got me snap into her, let me go. The Mothra would like finish him when I didn't roll high. Like that. But you threw me away with the whole cave scene, but with the rant how I died when the whole connecting with how, not only being how I died alive, with the whole Team Fusion, Tyranitar, and Opal, and losing her right one time. That scene blew me away.
Yeah, my jaw was literally open when you said they
Same.
were both in the same. I was like, what?
Same, so that blew me away, and that became literally.
Yeah.
And for wishes, I got none. Dude, you're doing a great job.
Sweet, I appreciate that. And people who do have wishes, I don't unappreciate your wishes. But I will say, Rampage told me that he gave me a free form over his death since his character couldn't remember. He had added in that perhaps was a Pokemon attack. So I took that, and I was like, okay, so we'll do the Pokemon attack. And then I was like, wait a second, Ward's character lost her Rhyhorn in the cave. And I started spinning from there.
That was perfect. That was like, I was unexpected. I was just like, what?
Yeah, that was a curveball I did not see coming, dude. That was awesome.
Glad you had fun. Speaking of Ward, your favorite moment, any wishes, and will you be taking an AutoCAD?
Bruh. I am going to pass on the auto catches for now, cause I've spent enough here. Dude, I kind of feel like I stole the episode a little bit.
Yeah, some amazing moments.
Yeah, like getting Graveler evolved. I'm gonna miss the dude, but he's still a good dude. Yeah, I had the smallest bit of a heads up on this being the cave, but having my Rhyhorn being there and watching over me until I was saved, like that was chef's kiss, man. And you know what happened after that and how I got to the starter town, you know, with everybody. That was, I don't know, good backstory, good shit, man.
Any wishes?
I wish we didn't have a limit on citrus berries so that we could go get my Rhyhorn, but we have to take care of the Rattata first.
Yeah. Or Tropi. Well, also Tropi joins the party. No.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love her. I'm gonna have to name her.
Neighbor, yeah. Okay, last but not least, Fearless. Your favorite moment, any wishes, and will you be taking any of these auto catches?
No on the catches. Stars would probably be just the RP in general. I thought it was really great. Wishes, no real wishes. Everything is great so far.
Okay,
Big
sweet.
shout out to Pinsir, man. Like, Graveler couldn't have done it without him.
Y'all really destroyed Lunatic on that fight, like, Jesus.
It was
That
pretty.
was good teamwork.
Yeah. Okay. Even though Pinter got knocked out, Pinter had a really epic showing with Geodude by his side.
He did better than me and Liz. We have bad luck on all.
Well, we were having bad luck, but it was still a good fight. Like, it was still good
Yeah,
fight
it's a good fight
scenes.
scene.
And we had some really dynamic parts.
Oh, I really love the little tactic you use with Philly that you would climb into the trees to avoid the softball.
Yeah, like, yeah, I love that. I love the opportunity
Yeah,
to do,
that's
like,
awesome.
little things like
That's
that.
good.
Just for my prep reasons, guys, and then you guys can get out of here, because I know it's late. Is our intent to head to Palmyra, back to Twinger Town, afterwards, after we do the fossil and the mom goodbyes?
Well, I would have made sure that, I think we made sure last time that Ryan would have known about the sick Rattata, and like that was our entire plan. I'm pretty sure we discussed that, or if we did.
We did.
Yeah.
Palmyra next, cool.
Yeah, I think you talked about it last time when y'all all settled in and
Yeah.
I probably would have noticed it by then.
So, transparency. Each of the routes most of the routes are almost an episode in themselves. It's like the smaller things in the show. So if you head to Palmyra, we'll probably have an episode or a majority of an episode in Route 2.
Okay.
So get ready for fun, unique things. It's just the world of Pokemon. So probably a random Pokemon or conflict or trainer in each of these kind of routes here.
Awesome.
So yeah. All right, everybody. I hope you had a good time. It's very late, so I won't keep you. Thank you for playing with me.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you, Rosen.
Everybody
you,
have a good
man.
night.
Good night.